In this segment, we're going to discuss how to settle in the right niche. Be aware of something that maybe you're good at that you never really realized or thought that maybe you could make money off of this. Like all my life since I can remember being little, I've always made cards for people. And I didn't really think, I could make money. I just liked making cards whenever it was my friends or family's birthdays or something. I always made cards. And then I kind of started making cards, and then it just evolves. And you start to see, what people are wanting out there. I got married almost 2 years ago, and I made almost every single thing for my wedding. And then I kind of realized, wow, this is really fun. And I kind of realized how big of a market that weddings are that I'd never really realized. And so after I got married, I was so bored with not doing any crafts, so I decided to start making crafts, wedding decorations for other people's weddings, and it started selling. And that just is kind of how I got towards the wedding deal. And then I started making a bit more fun things that were more like bachelorette party. And I've realized that people, you can't really find bachelorette decorations really like at just Target or something. And so people were definitely, I noticed people were looking on Etsy for that type of thing. So that's kind of how I evolved to like weddings and bachelorette parties.
I have knit and crochet all my life. Few years ago, I would say about 10, 12 years ago, knitting and crocheting was kind of considered being a dying art here. So I just wanted to do my little bit, got back into the field. I taught for a while. I taught knit and crochet classes. And I would notice every time I create something, there's like a lot of people, want it. That really kind of, put me towards, okay, maybe I can sell some of my stuff.
For us, I think it was a little different. My husband was in the trucking business, and it's something that just fell upon us. He saw the barrels, and
it was by accident, really. Kind of like just finding cool looking wine barrels, and then just thinking of different stuff to create out of them.
And I think that as we started getting out there, we really found people were drawn to it. It was something that wasn't really tapped into, and people were just in awe of the things that you can make with barrels, and as well as we were. So it was a learning experience, and we've grown. We went from just making planters to pretty much making light fixtures and bars, and doing planters, and like kind of ventured into like dog beds, and little by little just cutting the barrels and using the scraps for different stuff. And then we would get customers that would say, hey, well, can you do this or can you do that? And just coming in contact with the right people at the right time. Even our team that works with us, it was just going out there, hustling, and coming in contact with them, and just being able to grow and use their talents.
And if you enjoy doing a craft, you create something, you are going to be able to market it. People will buy it. So I would say just, you really have to figure out what it is that you really enjoy doing as far as crafting goes. The product that you are trying to list, you have to really go into, in my case at least, I have to, the color, the material I used, the kind of hat it is. So I'm going to try to incorporate all of that in the name of the hat, rather than just saying a hat.